Hey everybody, this is Steve Herman here from the Smark Show. This is episode number 48. This is my Hell in the Cell review. Um, yeah, I don't know how to react to this. Um, yeah, this show was just a show. It's a shame because there were some pretty good matches, but WWE just doesn't. Well, Raw, my apologies. Raw doesn't know what the hell they're doing. I'm not gonna curse. Like, because I just want to go on a rant, and it's okay. So let's go with the review. The kickoff match was the six-man tag, which I predicted the baby faces would win. Cedric Alexander would get his big move, win that match. That was a fun match. That was the kickoff. Nothing great. Um, Opening match was Reigns versus Rusev. Uh, First Hell in a Cell match. Reigns won. Shocker. Poor Rusev. What the hell is he gonna do now? Reigns. It mind boggles me how hard they still push this man, and the Boston crowd, they 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 know Boston is a good wrestling city, and they obviously knew that he's still getting pushed like through the moon. I mean, for God's sakes, he got out of his arms being tangled up in the ring ropes and got like six kendo shots and no sells it. Then he gets what, three accolades, and then the last one he had a chain in his freaking mouth on the steel steps and somehow manages to get out of it and win the match with one spear. And that's why people don't like him, because it's not believable and he doesn't no sell anything. He does the same shtick every fucking time. Sorry, every time he wrestles. It's beyond frustrating to me, and I know he's the U.S. champion. I really don't care for him at all. Like, just they don't know how to book him. And I'm not saying Rusev's a face. Rusev's just as much as a heel as Reigns. Um, yeah, really didn't enjoy. I mean, I can't. It's just my. It's my opinion. I really don't. I can't enjoy a Reigns match because it's way too predictable. It's whenever you doubt John Cena. Like, I can't recall a really good Reigns match. I mean, people say the Styles matches. Well, guess what? That's AJ Styles. And then everyone says, "Oh, it takes two to tango." No, AJ Styles is the sole reason why he had those great matches with him. And look, Reigns isn't the worst performer in the world. He knows how to work, but he is not a guy like a Dolph Ziggler or a Cesaro or a Kevin Owens or hell, even a Dean Ambrose. I'd take Dean Ambrose at this point than Roman Reigns. The guy can do everything pretty much, but yeah, Reigns won the match. It was like a 24-minute match. I mean, I mean, they really didn't do anything unique. I didn't even have a table spot. It was just steel stairs and Reigns looking really strong as usual. Shocker. A lot of "Let's Go Rusev" chants too, and "Boo Rusev." Not that loud of Reigns chants. And Reigns wins, and the crowd doesn't react. Shocker. That's what happens when you don't book people right. God, Raw, and it's amazing. Raw has an amazing roster, and they still don't know how to book shit. I'm sorry, it's the truth. Excuse me. The next match was what was it? It was Bailey and Dana Brooke. You know it's bad when I'm just laying there. I mean, any other time, granted it was an NXT. Any other time Bailey was wrestling, I was energetic. I'm happy. I'm excited. But this feud with Dana Brooke has been crap, and they've been still talking about that arm wrestling segment, and I just want that erased from my head. I don't want to talk about it. Um, thank God Bailey won. This was a really quick match. I mean, there's nothing else I could really say about this match. Bailey won. Thank God. Um, Dana Brooke, uh, yeah, you you gotta work on. You should still be in NXT. Because she is getting a fair end of the deal with the criticism. I mean, but she should be doing good though. I mean, she's on the main roster. She got called up, but I remember her best match was with Asuka, and she was improving. But that's what NXT's for, to improve. She still needs plenty of improving, and I hope it can work out for her. But I'm just not a fan of her. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible for her. I'll give her a chance because she's a really nice woman, and yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Bailey won. What was the next match? Probably the cruiserweight title. Yeah. Well, let's go with the crew. No. It was Enzo and Cass. So Enzo and Cass versus the club. Gales and Anderson. Uh, Enzo and Cass, freaking great. It woke me up because they are so good. Like, oh my god, they like, yeah, it's like the same shtick when they come out, but that's like Road Dogg and Billy Gunn and New Day do the same thing. But when they go in that ring after he says 7 feet tall and all that, he just lets loose, and so does Cass. I mean, and they get involved with the crowd, like with like a sports team or cultural figure. They're always good with that. So I mean, they're so freaking over. They will definitely be the next tag champs at some point. I'm hoping at Mania this year. And then Gals and Anderson came out. There was a nice Toy Story reference with Andy. That was funny. He's like, I'll have my boot written in Andy up. You know what? That was pretty funny. Yeah, this was a quick match. Gals and Anderson got a much needed win to try to gain back some credibility because they've been booked horrible. You know, they don't like to book great talent. They like to book talent that is politically correct, if you know what I mean. Um, yeah, I mean, you can't really grade this match. This was a really quick match. This was like 6, 7 minutes. I was surprised how quick this was. And then the next match, the next match was for the WWE Universal Championship. Now, if I'm just going, if I know what my favorite match was, but I'm favorite overall, like finish. I think Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins had the best match. I mean, yeah, Kevin Owens. Yeah, sorry, I botched that. I think they killed it. I said it on the predictions today. I said they. This is a match I've been wanting to see for quite some time on the main roster or main pay per view. I knew Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins were going to do a way better job than they did at Clash of Champions, which wasn't a terrible match, but I knew they could do a lot better, and they did. They killed it. That one spot where Owens got power bombed through them 2 tables was an insane spot. Just really good back and forth with these two guys. Great chemistry. Really, Michael Cole did a really good job of selling that back injury. I was really into this match. Crowd was really into this. I thought they did an excellent job, really going over this match. And then the fire extinguisher went in the ref's eyes. The door got open, so Jericho came out. They got a nice pop, and it was pretty much like a handicap match at that point. So pretty much what we saw on Raw. And yeah, so I mean Jericho like helped at times, but he was mostly getting his ass whooped by Rollins. But at the end, he got a power bomb through 2 chairs, and Kevin Owens has retained the Universal Championship, which I predicted. A lot of people did too. Everything was mostly predictable until the end, which was really weird, and I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, so Kevin Owens retains his title. I'm happy for that. He's probably not going to have to defend it at Survivor Series, which I think is a stupid mistake. It's in Canada, and it's in his home native land. You know how much money you could get just doing Owens versus Jericho? Obviously, they're waiting to do the turn, but oh my god, that would have been incredible. And then I knew that Triple H wasn't coming out because it was in the mid card. He's not gonna come out the mid card. He's a main event guy, right? He's Triple H. So yeah, that happened. Then the next match, which I feel bad that was next, was the Cruiserweight Championship, which was T.J. Perkins, the champion, going against Brian Kendrick. Gonna be honest, I really I felt bad for these guys because these guys are really good guys outside the ring and they're really solid workers. But I don't know. I think people just weren't into this match. It felt awkward. I think people were just burnt out from like couple the cell matches because they were quite long. Especially the Seth and Owens one was very good. I thought. Um, so yeah, Kendrick did like he tried doing the sliced bread and he Perkins countered it, but he hurt his knee and then distracted him and got his finisher. He gets like a crossface. I don't even know what it's called, but he got Perkins to tap out, and we have a new cruiserweight champion. I'm not shocked. I thought Brian Kendrick was going to win the cruiserweight championship. I thought it was his time, and yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens with that. Um, I could see a Swan Kendrick feud coming up. I mean, obviously, maybe tomorrow night on Raw we'll see Perkins versus Kendrick again. Um, yeah, I don't think the company likes. I mean, they don't like. Obviously, they like Perkins, but I don't think they view him as the top cruiserweight right now. You know, he's. I think he's got to work on some things. He's just. I don't know. He doesn't fit the mold right now. And I liked Perkins. He was. He there's a there's just such a difference between production for like the cruiserweight classic, and then you see this on like Raw or the Raw paper branded pay per views. It's just it's dog crap. It's it's just I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm sorry. So yeah, besides this was probably the second. There was probably only okay. There were some good booking decisions, but like Gals and Anderson makes sense. But this should have happened a while ago. They should have been winning all the time. Kendrick, that was a good one. Kendrick was Kendrick was probably and Owens were good booking decisions because you have to make Owens look like a credible champion. Not credible, but you keep that run going with the Universal title. You don't want a short run with the second guy, especially with Baylor getting hurt the day after. So then what was next? Oh yes, the tag team championships. New Day versus Sheamus and Cesaro. Not a bad match. It was actually Woods and Big E versus Sheamus and Cesaro. Kingston went to the side. Um, Looked like at one point New Day was gonna win, and because no, not New Day. Sheamus and Cesaro were gonna win because Cesaro had Woods in the sharpshooter, but uh, Sheamus and Big E, I guess, distracted the ref because he threw the trombone at him. Then Big E hit, and then Big E hit like a clothesline on him. No, Sheamus hit a clothesline on him, and then Kofi comes out of nowhere and hits Trouble in Paradise, and the ref sees it and calls DQ. Sheamus and Cesaro win by DQ, but they keep their titles. That didn't surprise me at all. I actually don't think I predicted that, but I said New Day was going to keep the titles. Um, yeah, they always take the easy way out. Like, god damn it. So that's gonna happen again. That makes me guess that Sheamus and Cesaro are going to be the ones to beat New Day, which is stupid. I don't. I mean, it's okay. Sheamus and Cesaro. Like I remember back in the day, Matt Hardy and MVP, and I mean they've done the odd couples before. You know, it's just I don't know. Raw to me is just the creative team. This is what I think. The creative team has all this great talent, and they're like, yeah, you guys get fully scripted, and we don't care. We're just gonna be lazy, and we'll have a good episode like one time in like every 3 months. I mean that's pretty much Raw. I mean if you disagree, leave a comment and see what you think about Raw. I just think that's my general thoughts on the product of the Raw roster right now and the creative team. It's just a huge difference between Raw and SmackDown. SmackDown's booked like NXT. Now, NXT is its own entity and it's amazing, but SmackDown is on the rise. I mean, both pay per views I thought were fantastic. I mean, Backlash was a little better, but No Mercy was great too. Okay, let's go back to the review. So we did Sheamus and Cesaro. That was the last match. So the main event. Okay, let's just level the playing field out. Okay, first time ever, a women's main event. They made it a huge deal. Charlotte came out and like this, like on a throne thing. It was pretty cool. And Sasha came out in the throwback in Brooklyn. I got a little bit of goosebumps because that is one of my favorite matches of all time. I love that match so much. Sasha and Bayley. It was a year and a half ago now or something. Absolutely incredible. And I like that they made it a big deal. They started chanting main event, and then they were standing there when the cell was coming down. They got their introductions, but then Charlotte attacked her, and it looked like the cell was going to crash on Sasha. Luckily, it stopped. I got a little worried about that for a second. So then they started going outside. Then they started climbing the cage, and I'm like, holy shit, are they actually going to go up the top? And they didn't. And then Charlotte got Sasha and power bombed Sasha through the table. And then they were just playing that, oh, Sasha's not going to be able to compete. And I'm like, okay. Now, I watched the Eagles and Cowboys tonight, and they lost. The Eagles, I was pretty mad about that. So I didn't watch this live. So but I made sure I didn't know what was going on at all. I didn't have my phone on. I didn't look at anything wrestling related. I wanted to be shocked and see what happened. Um, so yeah. But then I'm like, okay, I know what this shtick is. I'm not trying to be like a smartass or something, but I'm like, okay, let's move this along. I'm gonna fast forward through this. Um, until like she gets ready, and then she got back in, and then the crowd got hyped. That was cool. She came back in, slammed the cage, and they just started brawling. And I thought this was a great match. I thought there were some amazing spots. Sasha's back took a killing though, and oh my god, I hope she's okay. Um, yeah, it was a really good match. Like one of my favorite spots was when I think Sasha got slingshotted and she jumped on the cage and did that Spider-Man move. It looked like she was like a spider. It was so cool, and she did like that signature where she does the knees onto the head and goes down. That was one of my favorite spots of the night. I really really enjoyed it. Now, like I was saying, this was my favorite match. I hate the ending. I don't get the ending whatsoever. I think WWE hates its fans, and let's just go to the finish now. Okay, so I mean, Sasha hit the bank statement a couple times. Then she hit the figure eight on Charlotte did on Sasha. Uh, she did the double knees top rope move, and she hit the chair. Then the figure eight, like I was just saying, Sasha hit the steel chair, the chest, and yeah, that happened. Um, so then she keeps hitting her with the chair, and then this finish was so goofy. Like I know she was already getting beat up, but then okay, so Charlotte gets throws Sasha on the table 2 times, just throws her. The table didn't break, and then there was another spot where the table was supposed to break, but it kind of half broke, and she kicked out. So it didn't make it that cool. So I mean, they did go. They had a steel chair shots. They had 3 tables. They had some really cool, unique spots that they were trying to think outside the box, and I do respect that from both competitors. So yeah, okay. Then she threw her 2 times on the table, and then Charlotte hits natural selection, and I'm okay. She's obviously going to kick out, and she didn't kick out, and I was dumbfounded. Um, what the hell is wrong with this company? Like, oh, we're main eventing, and this, and you make this main event looked the ending so depressing. No reaction from the crowd because they're pissed off, shocked, not a good shock, like a frustrated shock. I feel like I'm watching WCW. I might sound crazy, like just like with their world championship back in the day, the flip flopping. I know they did it like 15 times in 6 months, but for God's sakes, Sasha Banks is now a 2-time women's champion, and she's never successfully defended it at a pay per view. Lost it at SummerSlam, and now lost it at Hell in a Cell. And Charlotte's now a 3-time women's champion in less than a year. Like that's so devaluing your title. And if the company like, oh, well, look how much money we're making and crap. Like, shut up. I hate that crap. This pissed me off so much. And I know some people don't like Charlotte that listen to me, or follow me on this Mark show at Twitter. Charlotte's a great competitor in the ring. She is a fantastic wrestler, and this match was really good until the end. The end was just freaking terrible. I thought it made no sense. Like, who books this crap? Like, seriously, who books this garbage? This was absolute garbage. and I wasn't thinking about doing a review, but I wanted to express myself on this crap main event, this crap ending. My apologies, because I love Sasha, I love Charlotte, but now like who knows? Sasha might be hurt again. Like there was, I didn't even see rumors about Charlotte winning. Like there was absolutely, and they're still going this stupid streak. Like oh now all of a sudden, Vince likes streaks again. Yeah, why'd you break Taker's streak then? Because that obviously worked out. But oh, you're gonna do Charlotte's streak now. She never lost. She's never lost a pay per view match. Apparently for Charlotte. Um, yeah, I was just really disappointed in this pay per view. I mean, it was just predictable. It wasn't. I didn't enjoy it like how I do when I watch NXT with my friends or a SmackDown pay per view. I had like four friends over for SmackDown. I didn't have anybody over this time. But for No Mercy, I never. We had a fun time. Like it was just an enjoyable show and not that predictable. Like it had its shocks, it had its turns. Just and it was too long. But I just don't get why Sasha lost the title. Like what are they doing now? No, and I'm being dead serious. Like is they're like who's fighting? Like I'm like who is like I'm so confused. And like I saw something on the internet, like a little girl was crying and people like were shocked. And like that's how you're gonna leave your fan base home. Yeah, but if you watch NXT, you got Nakamura winning the title, or a great match between Baylor and Joe, or Bailey winning the title, or some hell even TNA. The Broken Matt Hardy shit's better than this crap we're watching on Raw, and I'm being dead serious. I mean, I'm not even the biggest TNA fan, but the stuff the Hardy Boys are doing are absolutely incredible. And I just I don't get this booking decision. Like, who's Charlotte gonna fuck? Because obviously we're getting. Is she gonna win it on Raw again? Like, that's a bunch of crap. And what is she gonna lose in the next pay per view at Roadblock? Like I hate that many title changes. It's stupid. And I remember my friend Mike said, "Dude, she might lose it again." Sasha, I'm like, "There's no way. She's gonna get a run." I'm like, she has to get it, have it till Mania with Bailey. Well, if they, I swear to God, if they do Charlotte and Dana Brooke at Mania, I don't know what this company's doing anymore. You have dollar signs match of the year candidate in Sasha and Bailey. If you do that at Mania, I'm being dead serious too. But they obviously don't know what they obviously have a plan. But it's so stupid how you're devaluing your title by doing this, and these women are like killing each other, like table spots, climbing the cell, hitting chair shots, and doing crazy dives. So yeah, if I had to grade this 1 out of 10, I would I'd give it a 3 out of 10. I think that's being nice. I really I thought I was gonna enjoy the show more. I mean, like the only bright spot was like seeing Enzo and Cass, Seth and Owens was great, and it was a good moment at first between Sasha and Charlotte. But that ending should have been a feel good moment for Sasha. Whether you like her or hate her, she deserved to win that match for her first title defense. Like that makes Sasha look terrible as a champion. Like she never successfully defended her title. Like not even on a Raw or anything. That's absolutely terrible. I don't get it. I'm very baffled and confused. What direction they're going in with Sasha and Charlotte? Obviously, so confusing. New Day's probably going to lose to Sheamus and Cesaro at Roadblock in December, probably. So yeah, this is my WWE Hell in the Cell review. Wasn't really a big fan of it. There might be mixed reviews. If Roman Reigns is fighting for the title with the U.S. title, absolute crap. Then he should have dropped it to Rusev. But they got to make him look strong like they always do. Yeah, make sure you like this video. Um, the next video probably will be Survivor Series. I'm just gonna do preview and predictions right now because that's probably all I can do, and reviews. So probably a preview and prediction show for Survivor Series and NXT Takeover Toronto. My apologies. And there'll probably be reviews for both. Uh, Tune in for that. Maybe I'll get a guest or two for that. That'll be pretty fun, especially NXT. Thank God NXT is Takeover is coming because that'll just make me happy. Like, on like if Joe beat Nakamura for the title, I'd be fine with that, and that'd be cool because that means Nakamura is coming up. But then he probably will get ruined in the first day. No more negativity. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a good Halloween today. Happy Halloween, and peace out. Hell in a Cell, I think, was a failure. Peace.